What's up, peeps? Aleks Mickelland here, and today I've got the 8th edition of my Euro 2012 previews ready to share with all of you. And we've got the other team from the Iberian Peninsula, known for their football achievements. Portugal is in the spotlight. Now, before 1996, Portugal had what could be considered a spotty qualifying record for major international tournaments. They first made their mark in the 1966 World Cup and impressively claimed third place thanks to the efforts of the Black Pearl Eusebio, who took home the Golden Boot with 9 goals in 6 games. Not an easy feat. Unfortunately, they weren't able to build on that, failing to qualify for any major international competitions until Euro 84, where they took on eventual champions France and had him at the breaking point in the semifinals, before eventually bowing out in extra time. An uninspiring performance at the 1986 World Cup forced Portugal to focus their efforts on the youth teams, which eventually bore fruit after a few years. On the backs of players such as Luis Figo, Rui Costa, Vitor Baia, Fernando Couto, and Sergio Conceição, as well as João Pinto, the side established themselves at Euro 96 and became mainstays in the higher tier of international football after another great performance at Euro 2000, which had them beating Germany, England, Romania, and Turkey, carrying them to the semifinals, which ended with another agonizing loss to France in extra time. Most of the golden generation were still key members of the side that finished runners-up to Greece at Euro 04. After their 4th place finish at the 06 World Cup, though, the Portuguese national team has been on something of a decline as of late. 2 second-round exits in the last 2 major tournaments, and now facing a group many have called one of the toughest ever in a European Championship, has Portugal on the ropes at the moment. One thing's for certain, though. This team's resilient. They never back down, and they'll be always sure to give 110% every game. Now, Portugal's known for having a fairly stable defensive unit, coupled with a great deal of creativity in the midfield. Rui Patricio is the man being trusted to be the number 1 goalkeeper this time around, and he possesses a few physical tools, such as agility and size, that he'll need to make great use of to guide his team to victory. Bruno Alves and Pepe form a strong, athletic centre-back duo who are known for their great aerial ability in covering space. Chelsea's Raul Morales is an effective two-way midfielder and is expert at finding position and the short pass. Nani of Manchester United has really come into his own, and is an expert in the last few years as an absolute menace on the wing, and he possesses loads of skill, speed, and goal-scoring ability, something the team sorely missed at the 2010 World Cup in his absence. And, of course, leading Portugal into Euro 2012 is none other than Cristiano Ronaldo, whose dribbling, goal-scoring ability, and technique, as well as his touch, are second to none in Europe. One of the best players in the world, and just about to enter his prime. Scary prospects indeed. Unfortunately, though, even with all that, a few glaring weaknesses are still there for the Portuguese. Besides Ronaldo, none of the strikers have a proven goal-scoring record in international competition. Hugo Almeida and Helger Postiga don't exactly give opposing goalkeepers the deer in the headlights look, and it's been something that's proven to be their downfall the last few years. You're going to need all the chances you can get against teams like Germany and Holland, and if you can't capitalize, it makes things just that much harder. In addition to that, Pepe and Ronaldo have both proven in the past to be easily frustrated when things don't go well on the pitch, among others. What comes after that happens, you ask? Well, Pepe starts scything down opponents without any care in the world, and is prone to yellow and red cards, while Ronaldo starts sulking and takes himself, and most of Portugal's offensive flow with him, out of the game. These two in particular will have to remain focused on the task if Portugal wants to have any shot of going further in Euro 2012. And finally, despite being known as a solid defensive team, Portugal seems to have a tiny bit of an issue keeping clean sheets, which was evident in the qualifying rounds as they tied teams like Cyprus 4-4 and gave Iceland 3 goals. That can't happen, especially with these type of teams here. Now, Portugal's always going to be a team that prides itself on being tough to beat. But they may struggle in actually beating the other team due to the aforementioned weaknesses. Hence, sadly, I've got Portugal ending in last place in Group B. That's right, 4th position out of 4. Simply because they do not have the talent of a Holland or a Germany, coupled with the fact that Denmark has been something of a nemesis for them the last few years. Now, don't get me wrong. Portugal's not a bad team by any means. It's just that in a group so difficult, they don't have the horses to get them through to safety this time around. If only they weren't stuck in such a bad situation, then the prospects may have been a little different. And that's a wrap for Portugal. Feel free to subscribe, like, or comment this video, and be sure to check back tomorrow for my next video, where I tell you how Spain will do in Euro 2012. For now, I'm Aleks Mickelland, and you're watching the Euro 2012 predictions on AMTV.